welcome to the channel. What the hell is this shit? I'm coming here today, right, and it was like there'd been a waterfall of stuff. I mean, we've got, what is this crap? Dominoes, no. What is that? I can use the bags for the bin. Right, that's useful. What is it? Autism? Autism initiatives. Well, I've got a diagnosis, so that's fine. Salvation Army, no. Check or trade. See, I never order Chinese food. Oh look, Christmas Day. Maybe an idea. And turf and landscape supplies. And what the hell's this? Willie Ferguson. Fucking SMP. Oh my god. What's this shit? You're supposed to be fucking... You're not supposed to be on that... Yep. You're fucking Wally, so I'm not voting for you. No way. What's he fucking going on about? I mean, the thing with this guy is, right, so one of my biggest concerns about Stirling is... the battery storage facility, right, which is... Now, I wrote to Chris Kane, him, about something a while ago, and, you know, they have to answer you, but there's no point in me writing. If this guy was to become Willie Ferguson, if he was to become councillor, the SNP are pushing the green communism thing, so the Scottish Government are pushing the battery storage facility up a mile from Plean, which is only 3 miles from here, which I think should not. I mean, I don't know. I get it's a wee bit like the guy in the Jaws movie, you know, or it'd be like me saying, "Oh, I don't think you should put aluminium panels on Grenfell Tower." I feel, but I'm actually resigned to it now. It's like nobody cares, you know, that they're going to build this battery facility. It's like a Labour, Scottish Government, the Conservatives were green communists as well. It's all this green communism shit they're going for. And the battery source facility is a complete fucking dangerous waste of time. It doesn't even produce any energy. It's an idiotic idea. So there's no point in me writing this guy if he become councillor, because he's fucking works for the SNP, doesn't he? Oh well, you know. Councillor Chris Kane's legacy, 500,000 wasted, thinking about new offices. Cut winter fuel payments to pensioners this winter. His record. I think I thought he resigned. Antisocial behaviour. Oh aye. So drugs to speeding. Oh aye. So you're going to have us. So what the fuck are you going to do, you bastard? You're going to have us fucking slowing down to 20 or something? Drugs to speeding. Right, he's definitely not getting voted by me. Well, I wouldn't vote for him anyway because SNP, but basic maintenance, streets needs, weeding, play park. Yeah, well, you're spending all your money in green communism, aren't you? On green shit. So you're not going to have any money left for basic maintenance. And it's the Scottish Government that's controlling the budget. Community engagement, neglected communities are forgotten. Communities given the tools and you the job, so ask Stirling Council for an audit of their properties, engage local leaders, clubs, charities, churches, so repurpose these for your benefit. I'll work hard for you and what matters, and we'll hold this Labour Tory Council to account. Oh really? Aye. My message to you, I live in Stirling, 3 generations of my family, well done you, running a small fire sprinkler business, my local community council, and see many sides of society. Oh, I can't see much because it's dark in here. Oh shit. And I'm proud of our record when the SNP ran Stirling Council. You are joking. Keeping rents affordable. Oh, so you're just you're trying to appeal to all the numpties, aren't you? Those of them that haven't bought their own houses. Insulating homes with almost 40,000 solar panels was a real focus about the environment and cost of living. Yeah, except they're not very environmentally friendly. they need to be recycled every 20 years or 10 years. They are useless, adding to landfill. Labour, they're selling because of Tories yet are ashamed to admit it. Together they waste your money on desirables whilst ignoring the basics. Yeah, like what the SNP have been doing. They have lost the focus on basic maintenance that generates pride in our streets and make people feel proud of the area they live in. We must have moved. So yeah, burn it down with a battery storage facility. I bet you back that because it'll be perfectly safe. We must remove the stigma of autistic children labelled disruptive and provide basic awareness training of autism with a teacher's toolkit to respect basic needs such as stimming. Wow. Stimming's, I do that, it's fine, just go on with it, fucking stim away. Communities feel neglected when they should be engaged with, listened to and supported. I will engage, listen, challenges and power. Labour and power, but touch as your councillor. I'll push hard for the basics, work hard for what matters to you. You don't need a polling card or your ID, you can hand your postal vote in at the polling station. Well, I've got one thing that I'm going to do with this. Do you know what if I laid doing that? Ah, yeah, it is. This is probably a bit. It's. You're a traitor! Traitor to the clan! You're a traitor! Traitor, fucking traitor. You're all traitors, all these fucking politicians. Right. Disgrace to the clan. Right. So, we'll use you for firelighting duties. Disgrace to the clan. Fergusons are generally well, yes, I mean, he's trying to make money out of it. I don't blame you. You're quite right to do that. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So you're in business. So yeah, typical. Generally, Fergusons would be business people. They would tend to not be numpties. So he's not a numpty, the guy. But unfortunately, I would never vote for them. I would never actually vote for. What do you mean you would never actually vote for? You know you wouldn't. You know you don't. I don't like any of the politicians. Look at the state of the Conservatives. But certainly SNP would be my last on the list. I'd rather vote for Ed Davey. That's how bad it is. And the SNP. The SNP and the Scottish Greens. No thanks. I'll probably watch this video and you probably want to communicate with me or something and I'll feel embarrassed. Because I was mean to him. He's probably a nice enough guy. No, he can't be for Scottish nationalist. And that's nice. It's impossible. See, I'm like cutting out half of my... I could be losing subscribers because of this. Yeah, maybe you should stop fucking being, what do you call it, divisive, yeah. Anyway, so today I cut up the wood outside, that's it, that's all the wood sawed up, ready for, I've left a right mess. I have to go and sort it all out, but I've had enough of it for today. My back's killing me. So I've cut it all up. It needs splitting and it needs putting in the log store. I need to get logs out of the log store in here and to make way for the for the stuff that needs to be seasoned. So I actually need to build another log store, which I have. I've got enough pallets to build one, but I need to get to my list. I was wanting to get into the art studio, which I haven't done. I was also wanting to go and see Neil. Also, I was planning on going to Cumbernauld. So, wow, that's fairly going, isn't it? That's sort of what I used there was, well, you know, I used Willie Ferguson's flyer, but apart from that, I used the sort of as a basket. So I don't know what it is that pine? And it fucking burns like mad. That's what I've used as a kindling to get the fire going. Yeah. So also, I don't know if you noticed there's ski boots at the front door. That's because I've got skis and ski boots. I was trying to sell them on Facebook, but I think I might actually just I might get them on someday and then try skiing down the street. That would be quite funny, especially if I use a push bike. Right, so, okay, I think we're having a lot of problem getting the fire going. That must have been that SNP leaflet that got it going. You are allowed to use paper to light your fire. It's well within the rules, so don't go away complaining about it. Well, you can if you like. Complain to Willie Ferguson. Well, he's not. He's actually standing for election. So, yeah. He's had 3 generations in Stirling. I've had 3 generations in Stirling as well. Yeah. My dad, my granddad, my great granddad. That's who I'm going to be doing the painting of if I ever get started, which is hopefully going to happen tomorrow. So. Yeah, I mean, I'm very disillusioned with the political system. However, so the thing is, I want to end net zero. So that's what I want, because it's a consumer fest of production. It's a twisted ideology. It's not helping the environment. I think we should look after our environment, but that is not the way. It's become so twisted, it's unbelievable. Anybody that believes that is like, you're just dumb. You know, you have to be dumb. I'm having a bit of a chat with a guy today who is a Greenpeace type guy, educated guy, and they don't listen to you. You know, he says to me, well, we're talking away. He says, "Will you try and please change your opinion?" I mean, it's like, oh, I'm begging you. Well, why don't you fucking change your opinion? Why do I have to change my opinion? Cunt, eh? Right? Well, we'll do another video on that, I think. This guy's actually really well educated, but he was coming across as being reasonable and everything, but he was actually contradicting himself at some things he was saying about the climate crisis and the human. So he's saying that it's irrefutable human caused climate crisis. I mean, everybody accepts there's climate change. That's natural and normal. Right. So what I'm going to do with the fire now, I'm going to get some of these because we need to get more of them in here. These, I'll show you them. Just these kiln dried logs. Oh, jeez, my back's killing me. God, it's quite tiring cutting wood, you know. I think it is. Right, is that going to be alright like that? Aye. I need to get that. There's a bit of stuff falling down there. The secret with the plastic one is, obviously, don't let it stay on it for too long. So there we go. Right, I think it's quite a successful firelight session. One with a bit of a twist as well, isn't it? So we got rid of an SNP leaflet at the same time. It's a pity really, but there you go. Could put some kindling in it. It seems to be dying off quite a bit. Yeah, let's open the air up a touch. Can always do that. Let the air. Maybe I could. Maybe I'm just getting a bit too excited here. It's not quite working. Ah, yeah, the PM, what twat. Yeah. Yeah, fire's not looking too exciting, is it? Yeah? Islamophobic Mars. Yeah, they don't give a shit about anything else but their own needs. That's all they think about. It's what they need, what they want. Common sense solution? You're joking. Oh my god! Right, so how's that going to work out? Yeah. It's quite funny some of the shite they go on about in the news. One of the ones was there's a bunch of lesbians decided that trans women aren't women and they didn't want them in their safe space. So they've actually taken the Scottish Government to court. So this is this is a side of me that, well, I think the gender certificate I got was from the UK government. It was a tribunal that I went to, and it has declared me female, right? So that was the British government. So this bunch of radical feminists, so GB News seems to be anti-trans, I would say. Or I don't know if it is. Yeah, I think it is. Which is a bit sad because I sort of have been watching it, but I have to change over sometimes. Depends who's on it. And so this bunch of angry lesbians, or feminists, or whatever you want to call them, are taking Scottish Government to court. But it doesn't matter. Fuck, my gender certificate came from the British government. So without sounding, I mean, I'm not an expert on legal matters. I would say they're probably wasting their money. It's a Supreme Court. I need to find out. I'm not sure if it must be in Edinburgh, the Supreme Court, or is it in England? I'm not sure. So maybe they're taking the Scottish Government to court in England. I need to find out. I wasn't quite sure where they actually were, but they were at a Supreme Court. So what's happened, like GB News, a lot of these types, so they're opposing trans ideology, which is fine, right? But they're endorsing radical feminism, which, like, that's frying panning into fire, you know. So that's like, you're looking at ineffective men overpowering women. That's what you're looking at with that. You know, so it's not a good solution to our equality or issues that we have. It's not a good idea, you know. But that's what they're doing. So that's where they go. So when they start that, I usually just change channel, someone else. Well, it seems to be going quite nicely now. I can shut this door now. Again. It did sort of die off a little bit there. I like the fire lighting session. I like it to be going properly before I declare it, like going. You know, so from that point of view, I think the UK government are just going to go, no, you know, we don't care, sort of thing. So it's basically what you've got is this group of women, or some chat group. I don't know what they are exactly, what it is called, but so they might be sort of like radical Christian types. I'm not sure, but they could be, rather than. I mean, I'm calling them lesbians, so I'm maybe just trying to be a bit mean, but they're maybe like. So they're moaning women. They don't want me in their female spaces. So what is that? I don't want to go in female spaces. You know, fuck you. You know, I don't want to go to your safe space or your groups, sit there whining about men. You know, fuck you. I don't need your support, and I don't. So my gender certificate came from the UK government, and you'll never overrule that. I can't see that happening. It was Tony Blair that started all that shit. But at the end of the day, I'm not really trying to force myself on anyone. If you don't accept me for who I am, then it's not my problem. I'd just rather just get on with somebody else, you know, or you know, it's not really a lot I can do about it. I can't even explain it myself. So I'm not. I'd like to have an open sort of attitude towards it. You know, it is what it is in this case. Yes. So basically, I believe we should accept people. It doesn't mean. So really, they're being bigoted. Actually, is what they are, and we're talking about transgender women who have, you know, this gender certificate, which means they've more than likely had the operation. So if you take it practically, like in practical terms, what does that mean? Well, it means that they won't be able to penetrate another woman because they won't have a penis, right? You know, so like if you want to lock them up in jail, you know, you've got a big problem there, because if you lock them in a male prison, they'll get raped, or possibly they can't get pregnant, but you can have sexual relationships with a male, whereas that's really what happened was when they started defining they were women, you know, like self-identity. I think that all kind of screwed the whole thing up a bit. So these people with a gender certificate, so these radical feminist types, lesbians or real radical feminist type women, don't accept trans women or women, right? So firstly, you need to work out the definition of women. And I know it sounds like an obvious thing, but what is a woman? You know, and it's a wife? If it's a wife, then they're not going to like that, are they? If you say it's somebody that's married to a man, because that would be the Christian idea of what is a woman. Some of them are not going to like that at all, because they're feminists, aren't they? They don't accept the part. Well, they've made up this patriarchy shite. I know the rest of it. Hey, you know what? I'm going to stop going on with this. Right. I think I've seen it started going on about that, and not everybody really wants to hear that shit. So, right, so that's the fire going. We've got the door shut, everything's working. It's going to be going nice. So, there's this burning smell coming from the kitchen. Yep, I've burnt my dinner. So thanks for watching. Bang!